Yeah, we are good to go.
All right. So, we'll be talking about something important, all right? And what we're talking about is, you know, I actually intentionally captured the topic. Uh, are you ready for the bull? Okay, so everything I'll be explaining tonight is things around, Bitcoin has hit a new ATH. ATH means all-time high, which is 103 or 104 $1,000. All right. So this is to show you that the whole market is set for the whole general market to start pushing. So when Bitcoin start moving like this, it's like a cycle. Bitcoin moves big caps. I mean like Ethereum, Chainlink. They make major movement. Then other cryptocurrency follows along. All right. So this is when we can now say, oh, we are fully set for the bull market. One of the major significance of the bull market is that anything pumps. You can buy anything, and it's moving up ahead. All right. So you can buy anything and it's moving up ahead. So this is one of the significances, or this is one of the things that tell us we're in the market. And the cycle has started happening. Bitcoin is really on the rise. We've seen many altcoins, make some good move. All right. So what we'll be talking about now is what are those things you need to do to be ready. All right. What are those steps you need to do to be ready? What are those things you need to do? Because uh, if there is one thing, many of us came into crypto, or some of us came in during the last bearish market. Even people, I think the only person that can say, okay, came into crypto in the last, if you came into crypto in 2020 and part of 2021, okay. But if you came into crypto from 2022, you experienced the bear market. So yeah. So in fact, after 2021, the market was already rounding up. It was 2022 and 2023, and a good percentage of 2024 that, 2024 beginning was kind of shining, but after some time, it went back. So the bearish market lingered and everything. Yeah. So see what I'm saying here. There are ways to keep yourself ready, and these are part of the things we'll be discussing. So one of them is one of the things I talk about all the time, and one of it is portfolio diversification. All right. Investment now, investing in cryptocurrencies, this is one way to benefit from the crypto market. And in investing, you have portfolio diversification. What I mean by portfolio diversification is not using your whole money to buy one asset. Some of you hear that, oh, I've given told people, okay, you can invest in this, you can invest in this. I always mention like 2 to 3 projects, all right. But the extreme of this portfolio diversification is don't just scatter your money all around. I remember then when I was new into crypto, I had over 50 coins in my wallet, and all of them were not even up to $30. All right, I think then it was just $20. I had up to there's no nonsense I didn't buy. All right, there's no nonsense I didn't buy, and all of them were Binance. In fact, sometimes it got to a time, some of them. And the funny thing about buying this thing is, Binance. Then I learned with trading, or I learned crypto with, the Binance app. So the funny thing about it then was, um, the funny thing about it then was there was this minimum buy amount. So once you buy a project and it drops below that minimum buy amount, you can't sell. So there's a minimum buy, there's a minimum sell. So the minimum buy and the minimum sell was the same thing. So once you buy low, like once you buy, I used to buy at the minimum buy. Or I think then it was then Bitcoin was around I think Bitcoin was maybe around, was it around 40K, 50K, I'm not sure again. Bitcoin price of time, but it was like a bit 10K. Yeah, I think Bitcoin was around 10K that time. So I was using 0.00001 BTC to buy. So with that now, so my when I buy some of this token that I didn't really do proper research, and they now drop in price, I'm not able to sell. All right. So in fact, some of them I bought and they ended up getting delisted from the exchange. So what I'm saying is, you don't have to um, buy a lot of things. One of the good ways to diversify your portfolio is you buy um, according to different categories. Different times have showed us how to, you know, have showed us how we can um, buy categorically. If you go to platforms like CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you see categories. So um, crypto projects are channeled in categories. So there are different categories. Now, Bitcoin falls under a category, Ethereum falls under a category, and the list goes on. So if I'm to advise you now, when you're investing, please, anything yes, I know we are recording, but anything I'm saying now, please take good note of it, all right? Anything I'm saying now, please take good note of it, because I've experienced bull run in the crypto space, and there are some mistakes I've made which I won't like. Personally, I won't be repeating, and I won't like you guys to fall for that same mistake, because the bullish market can be carried away. All right, it can be carried away. So don't just buy anything. 3-4 projects is good. Maybe you buy a big cap. If you want to categorize based on market cap, you can buy one big cap, one mid cap, one small cap. Cap means market cap, market capitalization. So you buy a big cap. Big cap means maybe Solana, Ethereum, all these big projects. All right. So when you go to your am I supposed to share my screen? Should I share my screen? I think when you go to CoinMarketCap, all right. When you go to CoinMarketCap, you see the projects there. You see different projects, all right, and you are seeing them at how do I explain this now? According to the market capitalization. Now, this is why Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency, because it has the biggest or the highest market cap. You can check coinmarketcap.com or CoinGecko. You see this thing I'm saying. So some of these top projects, especially projects that fall in the top 10, top 20, according to market cap, they are the big caps, all right? So when you come down, you see the mid caps and the small caps too, all right? These are like good projects that you can invest in that category, all right? Then you can invest in other categories. Maybe you want to focus, okay, you're buying a layer one project, you want to buy a layer two, you want to buy meme. There are different ways of categorizing these things. So our advice advise people in your portfolio, let your portfolio be wholesome. Have some key projects that should be in your portfolio preparing for the bureau. Meme, buy some good meme tokens, especially those ones that have been listed in exchanges. Now we can see what Dogecoin is doing because of the Elon Musk effect. All right. So Dogecoin started making craze from the last bull run. So Pepe has moved, but Pepe still has a long way to go. When you check its market cap, I think Pepe's market cap is. Can someone quickly check the market cap of the Pepe token? Can someone quickly check? So if you check, I think I can't really remember again, but Pepe market cap, I think it's not. Is it up to 1 billion? So when you check the market cap of some of these main projects, you see that there's every possibility that it can do. And like I teach you guys, when investing in projects, you don't actually calculate the expected profits because of the token price. You calculate it.
11.53.
Is someone saying something?
The market cap for Pepe. Market cap for Pepe.
Yes, is what?
11.53 billion.
11.53 billion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 11.53 billion, that means there's a probability that it could do extra 10x, right? Like it can do 100 billion, right? Or 200 billion or 300 billion, because I think Bitcoin is 1 trillion or 3 trillion. What's market cap of Bitcoin again? Check for Bitcoin, check for Ethereum too. So these are, even if you don't focus on Pepe, the other good meme token like Bonk. Bonk is like a Solana based forefront. Apart from Bonk being a meme token.
Bitcoin
Yeah, Lawal, I'm listening.
1.93 billion. Bitcoin is 1.93 trillion. Then Ethereum is 490 billion.
490 billion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you see, when you buy Pepe now, there's still 11. I think it's still 11 point something billion. There's a probability that I can do a 10x. This 10x simply means maybe you invest $100 now. All right. 10x is that by the time it reaches 100 billion or 100 and something billion, you've made $1,000. So that is 10 times your initial deposit or your investment money. So these are one of the things to calculate. So I think Bonk is around 4 billion or so. So Bonk, this one is a general advice, not a financial advice. If I were you, when you are trying to invest in crypto, please research on good meme coins that are already listed on exchange. It mustn't be these ones I've mentioned. Excuse me. It mustn't be these ones I've mentioned, all right? So you could check out other ones. I don't know. I've been skeptical to call projects or tell you, oh, buy this or buy that. But maybe I might try to come up with a list and tell you, okay, different categories of what you can buy and, stuff like that. I might come up with it. All I see, why I actually, the time past I used to call some of these things, but some of the reasons why I stopped is sometimes in the crypto space, we can be very immature because the whole idea of it is I'm only giving you a suggestion based on my analysis, all right? So if maybe that coin, I tell you, oh, you can buy this, if it doesn't turn out well, it now looks like, oh, maybe we don't know what we are doing, and you come and start dragging me. So me, I don't want anybody to drag me. That's why I'm careful about calling projects. But those people I know have told, oh, buy this or buy that. They've seen their profit, all right? They've seen their profit. Some of you on this call know what I'm talking about. So they've seen their profit. I think someone reached out to me the other day, was like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's just that I'm not really a fan of posting screenshots and testimonial. So they've seen like they have been like made, good profits from, investing that the little $10, the little $20, and the portfolio is growing and stuff. So these are the things we need to, these are the things we need to know. So still talking about diversification of portfolio, you have to don't just as I mentioned meme. I'm not saying you can carry meme and full your wallet. You also invest in some utility token. Maybe you can even invest chain wise. Maybe you buy a Solana project, you buy an Ethereum based project, you buy a BNB based project, you can buy a Polygon based or Avalanche or what's these guys? Or you can buy even an ecosystem project. One of the projects I'm actually quite interested in, and they have not even recovered. Like it's undervalued. Is this project EGLD? Aaron Gold. I think EGLD is the ticker on Binance. you can check them out, all right? So it's one project that I know I'm interested in. So you can, some of these layer 2 projects that are launched during the bearish market, all right? You can, that have not really made any significant, move. You can check their market cap out, if they are still maybe 500 million, 100 million. So with that 100 million market cap, you know that when it gets to 1 billion, it's 10x. It does 2 to 3 or 4 billion. That's 40x. You're making 40 times of your investment money, which is good profit. All right. So even if it's $10 you put, 40 times 10 is $400. All right. So still on the diversification of portfolio thing, there are a lot of things to do. All right. So why I'm not trying to show you a lot of these things because of our time, I'm just like trying to give you my own insight and personal view over these things. So you make time, make your research. I've already mentioned some projects, so you can just, I've mentioned sites where you can check out the market cap of these projects. I've told you go to CoinKiku, go to CoinMarketCap. Some of these projects I've mentioned, check them there. All right, you can even go to exchanges and search. There are some of these projects I've mentioned. I think, there are a lot of good projects out there because, like I said, it's the bullish market. Is the bullish market is just like almost everything pumps. All right, almost everything pumps. So number point 2 is still something I've said. Identify undervalued projects. It's still the same thing I've said. Projects people are really not talking about. Like, I really think this period is a time to pay attention to a lot of research. All right, because by the time we enter next year, God helping, God willing, everything going according to plan. All right, projects will be doing exponentially well. All right, projects will move in a very serious parabolic move, so upward. Everywhere is going to go wild. So we really need to be strategic about it. And obviously, you want to buy a project that does the best. And one of the ways of finding out the project that does the best is looking for undervalued ones. All right, projects people are not really paying attention to, projects people are not really talking about, and they are good projects. All right, it's just that people are not talking about it because some of these projects are very good projects and people are not talking about are projects that are likely to do the most. Don't fall for the temptation of, oh, they say, oh, it's now Pepe. Forget that, oh, I mentioned Pepe and everything. It mustn't be Pepe. There are many, even other good meme projects that are listed. I think there's this book of meme. I think that one is on Solana too, is listed. So check the market. There are a lot of, just make your own research. Check out the market cap, check out the community. What are their plans? Is the team active? Is the team pushing? Because why I'm making some emphasis on meme is, even though I'm a person of utility, you buy projects that have utility. But if there's something that is to drive the market, the meme trend is one of the major forces that pushes the market. So that is why I'm actually making a little bit emphasis on the whole meme thing. All right. So please, if you're following what I'm saying, can you drop an emoji in the community? If you're following what I'm saying, can you drop an emoji in the community? Okay, nice. So, moving to another point is, securing your investments. This is another point, all right, because with this, a lot of things are going to start happening. When the market is high, people become a little bit more careless with funds. Money is flying around. People become a little bit more careless. So please, in the verge of this, in the markets, in the whole market movement, how do I explain this now? A lot of people fall for different scams. You have to be very careful, all right? You have to be very careful. A lot of people fall for different scams. This is something you need to pay attention to. All right. So, excuse me. So this is something you need to pay attention to. You don't just get careless with your account. And something I used to teach everybody here: don't be loud about what you have in your wallet. Don't engage conversations that reveal your portfolio. You make yourself vulnerable. All right. You make yourself vulnerable. You make yourself vulnerable when you spill out some of this information. I'm very sure that if you don't tell someone how much is in your crypto wallet, you are not going to die. Sometimes, even when I teach here, and I try to share my screen and show some of these things in my wallet, it's because that is just like one of my wallets, all right? And it's remote, so none of you, or maybe just very few of you, knows where I live and everything. In fact, I'm not even sure anybody here knows where I live, basically. So no one of you here knows where I live. So basically, so that's it. So you just really have to be very careful about these things, and you know, secure your phone, secure your money, because one of the painful things about your wallet getting accessed or hacked is because this is an investment you are making. If it was like, if it was just naira in your account, your naira is your naira, all right. Your naira is your naira. When you put money in your account, 10,000 naira is 10,000 naira. Whether you like it, like wherever you take it, 10,000 naira is 10,000 naira. All right. But about this crypto investment own is that your $10 investment now. Maybe let's say you bought which coin now? Let's say you bought Solana. All right. Let's say you bought Solana. Tomorrow, that your $10 Solana might become $50, $100, and so you are not just losing $10, you are losing an investment. I know you get what I'm saying here. So this is like why you really have to be very careful with your funds. Okay, you have to be careful with your funds. Another thing you need to pay attention to is I mentioned is something related scam projects. All right, scam projects, because a lot of projects will be taking advantage of this period to launch. All right, because people will like you say you wanna fit track me, I beg no track me. so so one of the things you need to pay attention to is to avoid scam projects, because when there's a lot of inflow of money, people take advantage of this period to like launch a lot of scamish projects. So that's why you actually have to do your due diligence research before investing in some projects. All right, you have to do your due diligence research before investing in projects. Please, hope what I'm saying is interesting. Sorry about the way I'm sounding. I really don't feel very well, so that's why I'm talking slowly. I'm drinking water in intervals. I really don't feel so strong. So, but hope we are following and hope we are learning something. Yeah, hope we're following. Hope we're learning something. All right, great. Then another thing you need to pay attention to. Well, I'm still just talking about investment and a lot of things. There are other opportunities you can leverage on in the bull market. So one of them is this investment. So I'm just saying things around investment. So um, another thing is learn how to take profit. It will really help you learn how to take profit. It's one temptation everyone here needs to resist. I know that the bull market is coming, and you are buying, projects are pumping, you're excited, but profit that you've not taken is not profit. All right. Until you sell, you've not made profit. That is just the truth. All right. How do I explain this thing now? Let's just assume that maybe you run a store, and maybe you sell oil, palm oil, all right? And this palm oil now, all of a sudden they say, oh, palm oil, to buy a keg of palm oil is 10,000 naira. Then tomorrow is 20,000 naira. And somebody come and ask you, how much is this palm oil? 20,000 naira. And you don't sell it. The person just ask. I'm like, oh, are you selling? Say, no, you're not selling. And tomorrow it's 30,000 naira. And it keeps going like that. It's 50,000 naira. The honest truth is that, and let's say maybe have 1,000 kegs of this palm oil. The honest truth is that tomorrow that palm oil was selling at 50,000 naira per keg. You can come tomorrow and something happens and it falls back to 20,000 naira or 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira. You see? Let's just say maybe you bought it at 5,000 naira, right? And it's climbed to 50,000 naira per keg. All right. You see, there's a problem now. So learn how to take profit. Even though, yes, you saw it at 50,000 naira, calculated it. You are calculating that, oh, you are making maybe, okay, 1,000 kegs, 1,000 times 5 is so this is just like 1,000 times 5,000 is 5 million. All right. 5 million, you spent 5 million in purchasing that 1,000 kegs. Then now you are to sell it. That 5 million now is 50 million. You are making 45 million profit. Good business, it makes sense. But because you didn't sell, even if you sold at different intervals, all right, it's safer. It's called risk management. Profit taking is one thing. If there's something that has even affected me that is talking to you, is that I don't take profit. In fact, sometimes I just buy it going and I'm waiting and I just calm down and say, what price will this coin get to? And I'll feel satisfied. In other words, don't be greedy. All right? Avoid greed. Avoid greed. Avoid greed. Don't be greedy. All right? Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. When you buy a project and it's making good profit, take some profit. Maybe when your money, it has done like 2x, like your money has doubled. You can take out your initial deposit. Maybe you bought with $20 and it's now $40 or $50. You can take out $20. If it keeps going up, you can take out another amount. Just keep as it's going up, be taking profit. It's healthy. All right. Other than just waiting for it. Because it's not your daddy that owns the market. So anything can happen. Yes, it might be the bull market, but you can see some heavy retracement in bull markets. All right. The way that you see some kind of pumps in bearish markets, you can see some retracements like that in bullish markets. All right. So that you don't cry your eyes out. And it even helps you to, even when you take those kind of profits and the market retraces significantly, you can reinvest some part of the money, and it will make you more profit when it retraces back up. All right. So this is like the wisdom behind it. So avoid greed. Don't be greedy with these things. All right. Don't be greedy with investments. Always take profits. Then avoid FOMO. FOMO means fear of missing out. Fear of missing out simply means maybe a project now they say, oh, this one, and the project is already pumping. There's really no sense of buying a project that has already pumped. It's not even wise you coming to buy a project that has pumped. All right, a project that has pumped. There's no really like reason for you to buy a project that is pumping already. So focus on other projects and buy those ones. Yes, it's the bullish market, but there's no point buying the one that is pumping already. There are some other undervalued projects that have not made significant move yet. So you can focus on those ones and invest. There are always a lot of projects to invest in. You can't make profits from every trade. Settle it in your mind. You mustn't make profit from every trade. So settle, relax. All right. And another thing I've said is avoid futures trading. It's not like futures trading is bad for as a beginner. Okay, let me put it like that. As a beginner, please avoid futures trading. Stick to spot trading. All right. Avoid futures trading where you have to use leverage. If you are not really a professional, please avoid futures trading. Just stick to spot trading and make normal investments and take profits. All right. Avoid futures trading. Okay. Because markets can be going up, and you guys say, okay, let me go do futures. It's gonna go up. And the market just turns back on you and you lose your money. All right. And it can be psychologically affecting if you are a newbie. You might want to start like trying to get back at the market and stuff. All right. So sure you get what I'm saying. So that's it about the investment part. Some of the things you can actually do is staking. All right. Staking is some of the things you can actually do. So staking is some of the things you can actually do. While in the bull run, sometimes when you buy this project and you want to hold it for a long time, all right, you can actually you can actually stake this thing. So staking helps you earn not double profit per se, but because during the bull market, some of these companies they give high yield returns, all right, because there's volume in the market, so they can actually test some of this billing per se. They'll give you high yield returns and stuff. So higher yield returns. So you can buy these projects and stake them on some of these platforms, and you can stake them for a couple of months and earn extra with your initial investment. So it's just totally your choice. And then please hope you've learned something and hope you've learned a lot. All right. Sorry, they took the lights. I'm just using the face lights for the call. Yeah. So hope we are learning something and we are following. Please hope you guys are still with me.
Yeah, with you.
Okay, great. All right, great. So excuse me. So another important thing I always talk about when I talk about who is following Sha? If there's something I'm saying that is confusing, please drop your question. Okay, we'll soon get to question time though, but you can just drop it in the chat, please. If I said anything confusing or anything contradicting that I need to clear it up, please let me know. Okay, I'm talking to King T 001. So that is it. So another area I'm talking about is I've talked about area of trading and investments. I've talked about how to take profit. Okay, I'll get back to how to take profit. I think let me just before I get into something different entirely, let me just answer your question. All right. So talking about taking profits now. Okay. Talking about taking profit. I don't know. Have you interacted with platforms like Binance, like trading platforms like Binance, OKX, Gate.io? It's just taking profit is just basically how you buy these currencies. All right. I'll suggest you can you are totally new to crypto. Wow, that means there are videos I need to refer you to. Okay, because I can't really capture everything in this class. All right. So unless maybe I might try to do a 1-day beginners bootcamp this year before we round up. It's not going to be a Monday class. It might just be on a random day. It might not even be announced on Twitter. It's just a day. And maybe the day I'm doing it, a day before, I'll announce it in the community. So people are interested to show up. So, but I'll just give you a little highlights of what it is all about. So in crypto now, there are platforms there are trading platforms. They are called exchanges. All right. So they are called exchanges. So now, when you talk about exchanges, you have centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Talking about centralized exchanges, you have platforms like Binance, OKX. I know you have the Binance, right? Yeah, King T, have you heard of Binance? Okay, so if you have heard of Binance, Binance is like a centralized exchange. Or they also call trading platform where you can actually, invest, where you can actually buy some of these uh, projects, where you can buy some of these tokens or cryptocurrencies. So they provide it's a platform easy for you to just, buy those cryptocurrencies. So if you are yet to sign up, you can just go to your Google Play Store or App Store, you download Binance, set up your account, just it's a simple process. Then you do your verification, maybe your voter's card or NIA, and I can't remember the one Binance still uses. It's been a while I did mine. Or you can set up maybe OKX, couple of exchanges, Binance, Gate.io, what are some of them? I think Binance and Gate.io, then Bybit, all right, okay, Bybit. So these three, they are good centralized exchanges. So they are a good place to start from. They are good places to start from where you can actually invest in some of these projects. All right. So the admin will guide you to previous videos where we talked about centralized exchanges and how to set them up. So Danny, maybe later you share videos they can watch also for others so that they can like get the whole idea of buying a token or buying cryptocurrencies. So so that's it. So in this when you buy these cryptocurrencies, so there's an option to sell. But when you are selling now, it's not like you're selling everything you have. You can sell in percentage. Like now, you invested $100, all right, or you bought a cryptocurrency with $100, and that cryptocurrency you bought appreciated, like the price increased, maybe increased to $200. So, and you want to sell some amount. That is what is called taking profit. When you want to sell a part of your investment, because as it is there, it's not your money yet, because the price is still invested. So the way it's still invested, it's not totally your money yet, because the price can still change, because that your $200 can go down to $50, right? Because it's still in the investment. So it's when you sell, all right? Selling now is, okay, how do I explain this? Now you have USDT. Okay, that is a stable coin. So you are selling, maybe use USDT to buy maybe Solana. Solana gives you some profit. So you have to sell back to USDT. Why am I mentioning USDT? USDT is a stable coin. All right. This stable coin, they maintain the dollar value. All right. They are pegged to $1. So it's just like, one USDT is equals to $1. So let's just say it's not volatile. It doesn't increase, it doesn't reduce. So if you say, okay, you buy Solana now and you want to take $50 profit, you have to sell it back to USDT so that $50 will be $50 anytime you come. So as you sell it back to 50 USDT now, that 50 USDT is equivalent to $50. So if you come next 3 months, that 50 USDT is still $50 because USDT is a stable coin. Hope I'm clear. So taking profits now is you are converting it back to, like, you've decided, okay, this amount of money, I want to sell it and keep it as my profit I've made. All right. So it's like selling a part of your investment or selling part of what you invested. If you want to sell, even if you want to sell everything, it's still taking profit. As far as you've made profit, like making profit now is you invested $100 and that $100 because of the project you bought is now $200 and you want to sell everything. Even if you sell everything, you've taken your profit. All right. So, but if you want to sell some, it's still fine. You want to sell everything, it's still fine. Because we are in the bull market, our advice is you sell in bits. Don't just sell out everything. All right, because it might still have great potential to go higher. So you can just sell in bits. All right. So that's the thing. Yeah. So I think I explained the take profit thing. Yeah. Hope is a little bit clear. I hope it is. So another one I want, because how I'll be rounding up tonight's section, where is talking about crypto jobs. I can't talk about the whole market in leave crypto jobs behind. Crypto job is something that is very important for beginners because sometimes I really don't advise. Yes, if you have money to invest, that's good. But even if you don't have money to invest in cryptocurrency, even if you have money to invest or you don't have money to invest, I still advise people to lay your hand on a crypto job, get a skill, all right? Learn a skill. Is it community management? Is it content writing? Is it whatever? Learn a skill. So by next year, Casper will coming up with some kind of special skill training. All right. So I'll give more information about that maybe in the end of year community call or just generally the community, or by next year I'll give more, explanation to that on like how it's gonna run. So apart from just teaching you about cryptocurrency and rest of them, we'll have a special community still under Cascade, but that one will be focused more on skills. All right. So this is just to help people land Web3 opportunities. All right. So you learn a skill. Apart from learning a skill, you in fact in Web3 it's about being sharp and smart. All right. It's about being sharp and smart. And why I say it's about being sharp and smart, like you don't necessarily even need to have a skill. Once you are good at, there are some jobs that you don't even really need a skill, like community moderation. Community moderation is just answering people's questions in the community. You research about a project, and when people come into the community ask questions, you answer them. Like you keep up with them, and this is the boom market. A lot of people will be coming to the Web3 space, so there will be a lot of hirings. People will hire. There is even called chat engagers. Chat engagers is just to generate chat in a community. The way you're in Casper community now, you just be texting there and replying and interacting with people. People get paid for these things. All right. So if you want to learn an actual skill, which I really advise, maybe content writing, social media management, marketing, or you want to learn collab management, or you want to learn graphic design, web development, and everything, it's still amazing. But I mean, you don't even still need to wait till you learn those things before you start earning. With just being smart, connecting yourself to projects, you can watch my previous videos on how to get a crypto job, and the admin will share a lot of these videos for you. We already have it on our YouTube platform, so admin will share it so you watch this video. So these are just basically the way to equip yourself for the bull market. So the video is on YouTube on crypto jobs. I think admin is going to share it probably after the class. So there are just a lot of opportunities that the bull market is gonna provide. If you've been following this community for a while, all this whole thing I'm saying shouldn't be a news to you. All right. So Danny, I think you should drop the YouTube channel link so that they can go there and see some other videos that will be helpful to them, especially those people who are new. All right, so they can watch a lot of our videos. So you can go there, see a lot of our videos, and So what I'm saying is the the bull run is presenting a lot of opportunities, and it's gonna be at its peak right now. So for the past couple of months or years, the market has been on the downside and just trying to come up back. So, but the way the market is moving now, with if you remember, I talked about Trump winning the presidential election is going to really drive the next bull market and everything, and everything is playing out like I told you guys. So, yeah, so that is basically what I'm saying. So you get yourself lay hold of opportunities, join good communities. Caspid is one of them. Uh, we'll be bringing out different opportunities. By next year, we'll be doing some kind of special training. It might be a day boot camp, 2 days boot camp, on just how to learn some petty, just small skills. Even community moderation, we can organize crash classes a day, 2 days. You learn what community moderation is and how you can get started and how you can start applying for some of these jobs. All right, we'll bring some of these things by January. I think most of the things in January, this is like some of the things we'll be focusing on in January. We'll still we'll be doing the normal crypto education, but we'll be towing more to, the job thing, because this is where people make a lot of money. All right. Yes, people make good money from investment. Then as that's crypto job. So another thing I'll talk about is okay, I mentioned meme, trading meme. There's a digin trading and the rest of them is another. When the market is good like this, digin trading is quite highly risky. All right, it's not it's not really gambling, but it's something like that. It's not gambling. It's not something like that. People make good analysis and yeah, they benefit from these things. All right. So yeah, so that's it. So right now I'll be, if you have any questions, I think Danny, I think you can actually um then I think you can actually stop the recording so that I'll attend to questions and